On today's episode of the Macaron Files, it's all about the ingredients. There are 6 main ingredients when it comes to making French macaron shells, and they are finely ground almond flour, powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar, icing sugar, egg whites, granulated sugar, cream of tartar, and salt. So let's start with almond flour. What you're looking for is a finely ground almond flour. Not to be confused with almond meal, the difference between the two is that almond meal still has skins on it and it's not as finely ground, and almond flour has the skins removed, the almonds are blanched, and then it's finely ground. The more finely ground almond flour is, the smoother your shells. Almond flour should completely be fine, dry, and smooth to the touch. If your almond flour has too much moisture, you can fix that by putting it on a sheet pan, spreading it out, and put it in a low temp oven for a few minutes. Almonds are also prone to oxidizing, which means that they can go rancid pretty quickly, so it's best to refrigerate them to increase their longevity and shelf life. The brand that I prefer for almond flour is Bob's Red Mill. Next on our list is confectioner's sugar, also known as powdered sugar, aka icing sugar. This is your almond flour's best friend. You want to make sure you purchase a powdered sugar with a low percentage of cornstarch so that you don't get any clumps in your shells. Next on our list is fresh egg whites. Your egg whites need to be fresh egg whites, not carton or pasteurized egg whites. I found this out the hard way many years ago when I first started teaching myself how to make macarons. Liquid egg whites, whether it be carton or pasteurized, don't have the strength to hold the structure of a meringue like fresh eggs would, and the meringue will not be as stiff, resulting in wrinkled macaron shells. Been there, done that. You also want your egg whites to be cold, because if they're at room temperature, it's harder to separate the egg whites from the yolk. And egg yolks break meringue. And don't get rid of your egg yolks. Save them for like pot au choux or creme brulee. Now let's talk granulated sugar. This is your egg white's best friend. Granulated sugar versus caster sugar. Caster sugar is superfine granulated sugar. Superfine granulated sugar usually results in a smoother textured shell. Either one works. Cream of tartar. Cream of tartar is a tartaric acid that reacts with your egg whites to give them more stability and prevents over whipping when creating your meringue. Can you still make a stable meringue without cream of tartar? Yes. Would I recommend it? And last but not least, salt. So what do we need salt for, right? Salt's starring role is the fact that it enhances the flavor of the almonds. Salt and nuts.
Nuts and salt, right?
It's a match made in heaven. When to add the salt? I would add this to your batter after you've mixed the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. And that's that for ingredient talk for French macaron shells. Next week, it's all about the meringue.